Hey, what's happening, guys? I'm out here getting ready to do work, but I wanted to shoot a quick video real quick. This is part 2, continuing where we left off with my video, Constructive Criticism versus Bullying. And, this subject is near and dear to my heart. I've kind of been a bully in various parts of my life. I'm ashamed to admit it. I've tried to make peace with it and to the individuals that I feel that I hurt, and I've also been bullied in my life. And this was as a kid, and people have tried to do this as an adult to me. But one thing they don't understand is nothing takes me away from my purpose, and I'm too old to deal with individuals that want to harass and bully. Real quick story, I was in a Walmart, and I had individuals come up to me in Walmart, random strangers. It was 2 college kids, and it was 2 college females behind them, presumably friends or girlfriends of the individuals. And they literally came up to me when I was in the bread aisle shopping, and got about an inch away from my face and started growling at me like an animal. And honestly, I was just flabbergasted. I didn't know what to do. I looked in the aisle, and it was nothing but elderly people. If they heard, they didn't want to get involved because they're elderly, you know what I mean? And they might have been scared or what have you. But I did respond, and I said, hey, I'm the wrong person to growl at. And then the individual did it again. It wasn't funny. It was made to make me feel inferior, I guess, growling at me like an animal, maybe suggesting or making me, maybe in their mind they thought me as an animal. And but what they don't know is that I'm somebody that holds back. A lot of us in life hold back. We always try to do the right thing, and we should do the right thing. We try to uphold and adhere to the laws of whatever community we're living in, state-wise as well, and as a nation. And this is what I'm talking about. Individuals like this feel that they can constantly bully and harass people, total strangers, like I was to these individuals, who after they did it, they just skirted off. It took a lot of willpower. I'm not going to lie. It took willpower for me not to do anything drastic, you know what I mean, to respond violently. Because that's what these jokers want. These jokers want you to lose your cool. They purposely want you to react in a certain way, because I think maybe they feel powerful in doing so, or you know what I mean? Who knows? It's like a psychologist's like lottery win. Who knows what these individuals think and believe, what leads them to do this behavior. But believe me, it's prevalent in our society, and we even see it, we see it in all facets of life, from poor class, middle class, even on the upper class. We see individuals purposely going out of their way to make other people feel bad. And to me, it's a sign of weakness. To me, doing this behavior is a sign of weakness, because in my mind, strong people don't put other people down, they lift them up. People that, if you have it together, if your life is so awesome, you should already have your life in perfection. Like I said, you should already be at the top physically, you should already be the top intellectually, you should be a pillar of morality, you should be a saint as far as spirituality. To me, that's somebody that is perfect, and none of us are. But to put other people down instead of actually helping them to become better, to me, that's just sad and pathetic. And I hope that a lot of my viewers get that. It's time that we come together, or at least, say hey to ourselves. If I see this behavior, I'm not going to condone it, and I'm going to speak out against it. And you don't have to get physical. I think that you should only be resort to physicality and so-called violence if your life's in danger, or if other people were in danger. And I'm talking clear and established danger. that's the only reason, and that's the only, aspects that I would condone responding back physically. But it's time we, get together and say, hey, this isn't acceptable. It's time we pull aside those individuals that are engaging in this behavior and say, hey, this isn't right what you're doing. Especially for our kids, I don't think kids need coddled all the time, but I think kids have to be, steered the correct way. They need to know that bullying is not acceptable. It's sad. Because if they don't, they're going to become these adults that we see in Congress, that we see at all levels, from top to bottom, from bottom to top. We see individuals becoming bullies. And constructive criticism, like we said, is you're approaching a situation or a person, you know what I mean? And you're talking about what you're seeing as far as words and actions. And what you're doing is you're giving feedback. You're not sitting there just busting down on the person and making them feel inferior or telling them they're no good. You lift them up. I don't understand why, in 2019, most people don't grasp this behavior. I really think we need to get it together. I think we need to get it together for ourselves. I think we need to get it together for our families. I think we need to get it together for our group of friends. I think we need to get it together for our, communities we live in, the states we're living in, and as a nation. We got a lot to go. Heck, we're still obsessed with such superficial things like melanin, or where we come from, or what religion we follow, or, how much money we make, and all that. Of course, we might look at that for other things, but to put someone down is just kind of, it's like, how old are you? You know what I mean? And kids, when you're a kid, you might not know better yet. You should, but you might not know better. I think once you start becoming a teenager and a young adult, definitely someone over 18, I think, obviously, hey, this isn't right. You need to get it together. So I hope that you guys can agree with this video. This is something that really touched me to speak about, and I'm glad that I had the opportunity, an outlet, a YouTube channel, and to share my thoughts and feelings about this. I think we need to really do a lot more than what we're doing, and especially now with cyberbullying. Oh my gosh, dude, and we see it all the time. We call it trolling, and all that, and cyberbullying. You're not even in front of a person, you're just typing words. But those words still have power. And if you're not helping out somebody else, if you're not trying to become better, and trying to steer people towards positive improvement, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. If you're bringing other people down, you need a reality check. If you know somebody else that's doing it, they need a reality check. Please like and share this video. Please, if you're just tuning in, subscribe to this channel. And, share the heck out of this video. Someone somewhere needs to see this video. We all know somebody that might be engaging in bullying behavior, and it's not right. All right? Thank you guys so much. Take care of each other. Bye-bye.